Hi, I'm Lex, that dude. And I have had one crazy decade. See, in the past 6 years, I have gotten married. Then I realized I was transgender. And then I moved from California to North Carolina, from North Carolina to New York. I got my titties chopped off in New York, and then I moved back to North Carolina. I am on a bus. I've given myself over 120 shots of testosterone, and to be honest, I kind of think all this is just the beginning. My body and my mind and, my spirit, everything's been through so much in such a short period of time, and I have a lot to show. I have a lot documented, a lot of footage, and I want to share that part of my life. You guys get to see my past, chill with me in the present, and I guess we'll build my future together. Welcome all. This is Evolution of Lex. Good morning. I gotta get comfy to talk to you. This might be the spot. I'm back, and look, I can put that right there and not be so annoying. I think we're ready. Welcome, thank you for being here. Oh, let me fix you. We're out at the land. Kate's up there working in the bus.
Hello.
So I came down here to talk to you guys for a little bit. So the recognition, being trans and being pre-T, the recognition is something you're craving the whole time, like somebody to see you for you. So here we are, finally. Thank you for picking this one. It's been in the rotation a few times on the votes, so I really appreciate you guys voting this one in. I guess we should just dive right on in. Now all I have is hindsight, and it really does feel way faster than like it actually did living it out.
See this right here? Right here. I started T today. Fall, I'm so excited. I guess I almost feel like I'm so thankful that I'm like numb. I was surprised at the experience. It was so smooth and it was painless. Like the testosterone did not hurt at all. Like the shot, it kind of hurts now, kind of sore, but it didn't hurt then. And he taught me how to give it to myself. So I'm really excited about that. And I guess I just feel relief because I know it's not gonna hurt. That was the thing I was kind of nervous about. I don't feel any changes. Obviously, I'm not going to. It's my first day, but he said I should start kind of seeing emotional changes within like 3 days, and I'll see how that goes. So many great things are coming now. Been on T for 3 full days now. Day 18 on T. 20 something days. Almost a month. 2 months and 2 weeks.
I'll be holding you till time grows old. Flickering sparks of a wide-eyed child. We'll run among.
First got recognized as myself only a few months after I actually started T, which would have been like end of October, beginning of November. I had just started working this like crappy insurance job. I had my interview or whatever, and the interviewer had recognized me as a male. And that was kind of as it was just first starting. Obviously, like I would go to like store or the gas station or out to eat, and you know, it slowly started where they were like, "What can I get for you, sir?" And I was like, "Are you talking to me?" It was like,
Hey, you know I want it. I want it all now. Can't live without it. I wouldn't know.
angels coming down. With that job, I had to do this like orientation, and I had to go to Chicago. So that was my first time there, and I was like, this is gonna be really awkward because they'll have boobs, but I'm starting to look kind of like a little teenage boy, and my face was already starting to kind of change shape, and I was starting to get a little bit of facial hair at that point. He said, you know, we usually pair you guys up, you know, you have to share a room with a couple of people. You're like, I don't know what to do, and I don't want to offend anything, so they gave me my own hotel room. I was the only one with their own room, so I was actually quite happy and thankful about that. And at the same time, it kind of felt weird too, because I kind of felt like they didn't know what to do with me, so I kind of feel like this science experiment they just had to throw in a room. So that kind of was weird. At the same time, I was thankful that no one else knew, and it's not that I was keeping it from them, it was just, you know, it was kind of also new, and I was new to people recognizing me for myself, so all of it was new. It was a wild trip, and starting out a job that way. Since then, there's not been a lot of, you know, misgendering or wondering.
Watch out!
Why would you just pick up a handful of snow, hold it while it melts, and then rip it down?
What the f is this? We're gonna see that.
There's a Lex under there.
Do you see that? Well, that's special. That's every filmmaker's dream. Back to it, misgendering and family. As you know, in previous episodes, the family, obviously that's its own thing. You can check that one out. There would be times like during the transition, this crow, I'm sorry guys, just dang y'all, nature. So Kate's family, I'm usually around them a lot more often. Obviously they were very accepting of everything, and kind of figured from day one. They had known me as Lex, the female, for so long that, you know, that was a little bit, they would misgender every now and then. You know, it takes a while to kind of train your brain, and, you know, it's not like a disrespect thing. You yourself are gonna, you know, misgender yourself sometimes, maybe misgender other people, and, you know, it's all about respect. You know, you know, if it happens, it's a mistake, it happens. It's a part of it. My fellow trans guys, let me know what you think. The experience of getting misgendered even though it's not out of malice and nobody's doing it on purpose, you know, there are people that are, but the people that aren't and do it by accident, you know, it's to explain what it feels like. It's like a deep feeling, you know, like a deep stabbing. It feels awkward, almost like an embarrassment feeling mixed with the annoying agony. I did naturally not be mad or, you know, not get offended when people would misgender me, because I know that it's a process.
So everyone knows now, and it feels kind of surreal, and people are commenting and saying he and him, and I feel like I'm very thankful for it when I hear it, but at the same time I've never been acknowledged as I always call him. I feel like he's inside of me. He's not necessarily, I always call it he. Maybe I'm weird and maybe I'm crazy. I feel like he has always been inside of me. He's kind of that little voice. He's my conscience. He's me. He's my personality. He's everything like that you hear and some, you know, at some points kind of see, but I don't know what he looks like at all.
I'm thankful now that, you know, I have that recognition. And like I said, when I was on that office trip in Chicago, there were people coming up and saying, "Hey man, how are you? What's your name?" And they had no idea. And you and everybody else that sees me, and you don't even know me, you just say, "Sir, can I help you, sir," in the store. Or you could be a bigot, or you could be the most transphobic human being on earth. If we were to walk and just walk past each other, you would not see me as a female. You would recognize me for who I am and who you see me as on the outside. And in that, you're my hero. You're who you are, you know, to finally get recognition and for the world to slowly start seeing you as you've seen yourself for as long as you can remember. It's a really special, it's not something you can really put into words. It's not the facial hair, it's not the anatomy changing. For me and my point of view, it is the recognition. This is definitely probably one of my favorite episodes. It's because it is one of those things that you can't explain. It happens over time. It slowly starts happening. You start morphing into this human that you always never knew what looked like I said, but you know that person's in there. And you know it's not what you see on the outside. And when that outside starts matching, it really, I promise you, is just such a beautiful, soulful experience. A couple, Peter and Kitra, and they have a channel called Ordinary Adventures.
Bright suns, everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so are these amazing people.
Today we're back at Disneyland because they have so much new Star Wars stuff. There's new Star Wars treats. There's even a Grogu apple. We're gonna check out some Book of Boba Fett merch, and there's new merchandise and food in Galaxy's Edge.
I'm excited to see it all, to taste it all.
Their channel's based on Disney visits. They do a lot of cruise videos and vacation type videos. and they're really, really good. I feel like people get too wrapped up in their vacation sometimes, and it gets kind of awkward, and it's not with these guys. It's funny, and they're just like a very endearing couple. Their work is really good. I love their videos. They're very wholesome and fun. Peter and Kitra, thank you for constantly putting out fun content and always being down to earth and being yourself. One thing I want to say before the end to you guys, I think if you guys went back in time to the kid Peter and the kid Kitra, and they ask you, what do you do for a living? What is your job? Like, what do we do? I really believe deep down your kid version would just be so proud of you guys and thankful that you guys are not doing a boring job and that you have something fun and fulfilling and something that you love, because I feel like that's our truest selves, is what we wanted as kids. I really think that's beautiful, and I love your stuff, and this video is dedicated to you guys putting out great stuff. Can't wait to see you guys go to Hawaii. And for you guys, again, as always, thank you times a billion. Look at my eyes. It means the absolute world. Much love to you guys. Double peace on this one. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one.
Speak with clarity, 'cause there's too much noise around us. Or maybe it's just me.
It has been a long, kind of frustrating day here.
Damn.